for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yo, what's up? This is by Coach Malachi Williams in the building. Represent for New Media Today, USA Boxing. Sorry, guys, if the screen is moving around a little bit. As you know, I just moved, so I got the studio house, everything getting done up right now. You know what I mean? So I'm out here in the patio once again, shooting this live stream. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I see my sister Lisa Bales in the building. Lisa Bales, it's always a pleasure to have my sister on. We definitely want to still do the all women's panel, Lisa. So I reached out to a couple other women. I reached out to Karma, reaching out to you, Lisa. Absolutely want to do the all women's panel, to cover the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about whatever topic you guys want to talk about, but more than likely I will have a topic. Let me go ahead and set this down right here. I have a topic. We'll do this like this. More than likely I have a topic that we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to, I got to get it out of, get the laptop off my lap because it's going to be shaking and stuff. You know what I mean? So I have it sitting down on a little small table right here. Let me give everybody a shout out, man. Shout out to my sister. I got this. Hey, guys, I finally got the new computer, man. So everyone who gave me a super chat, I really, really appreciate that. The only thing is it's going to be kind of hard for me to maneuver. Look at all the chats. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got it. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give everybody a shout out who's here right now. Shout out to my brother George Ickle. Shout out to Lee Mansour. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to David Woods. Shout out to Alex Gonzalez. Alex, what's going on, fam? Shout out to the Boxing King. Hey, let me guys, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me very well. So let me check my mic right quick. Check my audio. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me. All right, cool. Shout out to the Boxing King. Shout out to Comment the Destroyer. I guess that's your name. Comment the Destroyer. Let's see who else we got. Guys, if you see me fumbling, I'm trying to get used to. I don't have a mouse yet, so just bear with me. Shout out to OG in the building. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to the Boxing King. Shout out to Bat Ish Crazy. Shout out to Jaden. Shout out to my brother Toon. Shout out to my brother Alan Skill. Shout out to Tony Lyons. Shout out to Bacon and Eggs. Shout out to Javoris Huey. Shout out to my brother Angus. Let's see who else we have. Shout out to my sister Karma Serene. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Toon. Shout out to Ephraim. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Hector Garcia. Oh yeah, shout out to Hector Garcia. Como tú andas, mi hermano? Como tú andas? Let's see. Other than that, that's it, man. Let's get right into it. Listen, man, I was watching a very interesting. Shout out to JoJo Capone. Shout out to Bleeds King. Shout out to Tony Lyons. I was looking at an interview this morning, guys, with one of my favorite guys I love to hate. Old Fish Eyes Frank Warren, right? Old Fish Eyes Frank Warren. So he was doing an interview with. I have my notes. I think it was IFL TV, guys. He was doing an interview with IFL TV. He said something very interesting because I was having a debate with this guy and diehard Tyson Fury fan, right? He's a diehard Tyson Fury fan. But he says he don't understand why Tyson Fury just won't drop the belt and go fight AJ. I was explaining to him, I say, listen, if he drops the belt, he can forget the fight with AJ because AJ is not going to fight Tyson Fury without that belt. The only reason that AJ will want to fight him is because he wants that belt. You see what I'm saying? Well, I'm not saying that's the only reason he would want to fight Tyson Fury, but he wants that belt. So if Fury doesn't have the belt anymore, guess what, guys? He can forget that fight. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's if he get past Wilder, because there's no guarantee he's going to get past Wilder. Because from what I've been seeing, Wilder's been looking pretty good on the pads now and on the mitts. But Adrian Broner looks good on the mitts too. It don't mean nothing. So, but he was saying that, hey man, he didn't understand why. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. He didn't understand. Shout out to JoJo Capone. Yeah, that's it. He didn't understand why Fury just wouldn't drop the belt and he didn't have to worry about fighting Wilder since he don't want to fight Wilder and he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. So I said that. So I broke that down to him. Well, if he dropped the belt, he won't be able to fight Anthony Joshua. That's a wrap. You ain't have to worry about that. But guess what? Eddie, Frank Warren went a little further. He went into detail. Shout out to my brother Charlo. He went into detail. Frank Warren basically said this. He said Tyson Fury would be sued by Wilder for millions of dollars if he drops the belt, because it's ordered that he fights Deontay Wilder with the belt, right? So this is what Frank Warren said. He said, if Tyson Fury tried to drop the belt and fight someone else, you know, he can get sued for millions of dollars. He can get sued for millions of dollars by by Tyson Fury. I mean, by Deontay Wilder. Shout out to my brother Stinger T. Stinger T in the building. Shout out to Stinger T. What's going on, fam? I haven't forgot to call you, brother. I haven't forgot to call you. Listen. Also, right. He also said that no promoter in the world would touch Tyson Fury, knowing that he would have an injunction against him. So remember, guys, I said before a while ago, I said that for a lot of the Tyson Fury fans who were saying that, hey, you know what, this arbitration is for money. The judge cannot force nobody to fight each other. I remember this conversation I was having with this guy in the chat. Diehard Tyson Fury fan. He said he's a lawyer. He does law in the UK. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Come to find out, the lawyer who did law in the UK, he didn't know what he was talking about. And me being a non-lawyer, I knew what I was talking about. Because I quoted a case that happened before with Nassim Rahman and Lennox Lewis. And in that case, I specifically said that, listen, Rahman tried to do the same thing that Tyson Fury is doing. This is why I didn't understand why Bob Arum was making the moves that he was making, knowing damn well that in the U.S., Hassim Rahman 20 years ago. This is 20 years ago. Hassim Rahman beat Lennox Lewis, had a contract for a rematch, made a decision he wasn't going to fight Lennox Lewis for a rematch. Lennox Lewis took him to the mediation. It didn't even make it to arbitration, if I'm not mistaken. As a matter of fact, he took him to arbitration. I'm thinking with the mediation, then arbitration. And then what happened was the judge ruled that Rahman had to fight Lennox Lewis. Period. Rahman tried to defy the judge's order and tried to fight somebody else anyways, right? Guess what Lennox Lewis did? He went to the court and the judge put an injunction on Rahman. So you know what that means? That means Rahman couldn't fight anyone else. He was stuck like Chuck. He had no choice but to fight Lennox Lewis in a rematch. And of course, history shows that Lennox Lewis knocked him out and the rest is history. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Frank Warren broke that down, because there's been a misconception that, hey, man, well, why Tyson won't do this? Why Tyson won't do that? He don't have to fight Wilder if he don't want to. He has no choice, because if he walks away, he's going to get sued. You see what I'm saying? Basically, Deontay Wilder has Tyson Fury in the figure 4 leg lock right now. He's in the leg lock. You see what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he has no choice but to fight Wilder unless he retires. He can retire, but if he retires, that defeat the whole purpose. He won't make money. He's not going to make as much money as he did in the third fight, fighting Wilder. I don't think, anyways, than he did in the second fight. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is as it relates to that. Now, I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this particular subject matter, but I'm just saying we know that Tyson Fury really has no choice but to fight Wilder. Now, we know that Wilder's been doing a whole lot of talking. He's been doing a whole lot of talking back lately, and I'm glad he is. And him and Malik Scott got videos where they dancing in the ring, and while Malik Scott is tying up his gloves. And me watching that video, that let me know, that confirmed everything I needed to know. Malik Scott is the glorified yes man for Deontay Wilder. Malik Scott is the glorified yes man for Deontay Wilder, and he has no choice. Malik Scott trying to get the check. So in order to get a job to work for Deontay Wilder, you have to make him feel good. One, you have to stroke his ego. Two, and you pretty much have to lie to him. You see what I'm saying? Now, Wilder does look better now. His footwork is looking a lot better. Him hitting the pads, hitting the hand mitts, it's looking a whole lot better. I'm just being honest with you. He's looking better. You see what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. Even though he's looking better, we'll see what happens. I haven't seen anything to where he can fight off the back foot. He has to fight off the back foot. So anyways, we're going to talk about Anthony Joshua too in this WBO situation as well. Warren also claiming if Joshua fought Fury, Usyk was going to sue Joshua. Yeah. You know what? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a possibility. That's a possibility, D. That's a possibility. I'm not sure. You see what I'm saying? But you know, if Joshua dropped the belt, then what? Joshua don't need that belt, to be honest with you. Lilian, what you say? What up, Coach? Did you hear about Big John? Was saying that if they lose, it's the promoter's fault. They're scared of Wilder, man. I won't say they scared of Wilder. Maybe John Fury is scared, but I won't say they scared of Wilder. I don't think Tyson Fury is scared of Wilder at all. You know what I mean? I mean, why would you, if you Tyson Fury, why would you be scared of a man who you arguably, some would say that you beat him the first time in the boxing match, and the second time you stopped him? I don't see why Fury. I don't see why Fury would be afraid. Lin, but maybe John Fury is afraid. John Fury never wanted Tyson Fury to fight Wilder, anyways. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, John Fury's always scared. He's been knocked out quite a few times in his career, so that's probably why. Shout out to my sister Carmen Serene. Essie, 34753. What's up, bro? The boxing, let's see. What the boxing king, what did he say? Malik, yes man, Scott. Yes, Malik, he's a glorified yes man. That's what he's there for. Kilroy, what you say, fam? He's notoriously bad fighting off the back foot. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Put him on the back foot and make him execute all of those things that he's working on with Malik Scott on the back foot. See, can he do that? You're gonna have to put him on the back foot, because if you allow Wilder to dictate the distance and come forward, that's going to give him the leverage that he needs to land that right hand. So when you know somebody is a one-handed fighter, what you do, you force him. You force him to think. You force him to do all of the things that he's not accustomed to doing. You know what I mean? So now Wilder's going to have to hold his position. He's going to have to hold his position, guys. If he's fighting Tyson Fury, he's going to have to do everything in his power not to go backwards. You see what I'm saying? Not to go backwards. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so after that, he's going to have to do everything in his power not to go backwards. Because Tyson Fury has been quiet on social media lately. And I wonder why. And I got an idea why. You know, Tyson Fury has been quiet because, hey, you know what? It ain't time to talk no more. I don't did enough talking. My psychological warfare is not working. And Deontay Wilder is back out of hiding after being in hiding forever. You know what I mean? Now he's back to talking and twerking and dancing and whatever the case may be. But he's working. He's working. He's getting better. And I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury is working as well. You know what I mean? So Tyson Fury is working. Pretty sure he's working right now. He probably was working last night. They're ready. They pretty much have an idea what Deontay Wilder wants to do. You know what I mean? They pretty much have an idea what Deontay Wilder wants to do. And I'm pretty sure that Malik Scott, the glorified yes man, is doing everything in his power, studying film on Tyson Fury as well. You know what I mean? But I think we're going to see two different fighters on this third fight. On the Boxer King, what did he say, man? Some Usyk fanboys are now saying if AJ drops the belt, he's scared and he's ducking. Yeah, man, I wouldn't even worry about that. At this point, Anthony Joshua is in a situation like a Terrence Crawford and a Devin Haney. What I mean by that is this. What does those three men have in common? Outside of the obvious, their skin complexion. Those three boxers there are highly hated amongst people who look like me and even amongst other people. Those three guys right there are highly hated. Crawford, Joshua, and Devin Haney. So, of course, the Usyk fans are going to say, yeah, on the Boxer King. Of course, they're going to say he's trying to duck and all this stuff there. No. Usyk said he wants a whole lot of money. When they get with Anthony Joshua, they want a whole lot of money. They want money that they never received before, and they want career earning money when they fight Joshua. And so Joshua, like, you know what, man? Nah, we'll fight, but I'm not going to pay you more than what you're worth. Usyk, you haven't done nothing in the heavyweight division. You see what I'm saying? You're a glorified heavyweight, like literally. You know what I mean? You're a cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight, and you have no punching power at heavyweight. But you're not in the position to try to demand all types of money that you haven't never received in your entire career. So Joshua got to admit, look, he has to look at it and say, hey man, how bad do I want to pay this guy? or maybe I could drop the belt, let him fight somebody else for crumbs in a eliminator, and whoever win that fight, I get the winner out of those two, beat him and get my belt back again. Joshua can do that. Kiro, what you say, man? It all comes down to this. All Wilder has is that right hand. Not a bad thing at all to have, yeah. But the fact is, Fury took that right hand away in the first fight. Yeah, he did. Ate all of it and still got up. Fury does have a chin. Yeah, Fury does have a chin, fam. You're right, he does. Frank Warner said that the last few videos, him in the UK, damage let's say limitation. Yeah, damage limitation, I think, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Adari, what do you say, fam? Coach, Malachi, Deontay Wilder should add James Toney to his team. Too much now. You know, James Toney is a strong character individual. Deontay Wilder is a stubborn individual. I don't know if that dynamic will work. But that'd be a good idea, though. Absolutely. That'd be a good idea. You know what I mean? What you say, Karma? Karma say that would give me DuckTales vibes, even though I know AJ can beat Usyk. Yeah, absolutely. Man, ain't nobody scared of no damn Usyk. Ain't nobody scared of no Usyk. You know, everybody talking like Usyk, this killer. Usyk ain't no damn killer. Ain't nothing killer about Usyk. Usyk gonna bite the dust like everybody else. You know, people talking like Usyk the next coming or something. Like he this hell of a superstar fighter. He a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. AJ can't sleep on him, but Usyk ain't everybody hyping Usyk up when it comes time to fight AJ. I'm not impressed with Usyk. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not an Usyk fan. I was impressed with him at cruiserweight. At heavyweight, nah. Hell to the no. Anyway, let's see what Alex Skill, what you say, fam? The more I listen to Malik and the Twerkinator speak, the more it appears to be an act. Who are they trying to convince? The Alphabet Boys? Fury or themselves? Exactly. They do seem like an act. Like they're coming with this psychological warfare. They looking all mean in the videos. Like, listen, ain't nobody scared because y'all looking mean, man. It's going to take a whole lot more than that. Michael Buffer, what you say, fam? Coach, I feel like Wilder's camp are 10 times worse than it was before. Yes, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, so if Wilder tries to lean, if Wilder tries to learn how to box, now it will only hurt his future chances, in my opinion. It will confuse his natural fighting reflexes. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the reflexes, too. It's all about the reflexes, guys, the muscle memory. Yeah, Fury said he doesn't want any distractions, so he won't use social media for 8 weeks. He did the same before in the second Wilder fight. Yeah, he did. He did do that. That is true. That is true, brother. You're right about that. Shout out to my brother Halim. Shout out to Jaden. What to say? Everything that's getting posted now is being posted by his social media team, not Fury himself. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on Fury right now. I haven't seen anything on Fury right now, to be honest with you. But I know he's been, but the joke, I know he's been quiet. I know he's been quiet now. So I figure right now he's locked in now. I figure that he's locked in. Comment, what you say, fam? Usyk is all skill, no power. Yeah, he's all skill. You know, Anthony Joshua, you know, anybody who thinks Anthony Joshua scared of Usyk is sadly mistaken. Y'all overestimate Alexander Usyk. Usyk ain't no killer, man. And in my opinion, when you're running over Anthony Joshua, his ass going to sleep. But asking for outrageous money for a mandatory is ridiculous. You're a mandatory, man. Enforce your mandatory. If I were Joshua, you know what? No, enforce that mandatory. Or make the WBO stripping. Enforce the mandatory then. That's what you do. Let it go to a purse bid. Eddie Hearn said he don't want it to go to a purse bid. He said he don't want to go to what you say, Mark Breland poison my water. Yeah, I got some of that good mental poison from Mark Breland that he didn't do. Man, this nigga made so many excuses. I don't know which one was the reason why he lost. The water, the towel, the referee, the costume, the mask, the gloves, the Nevada Athletic Commission, Mauricio Suleiman, COVID, just bro, I don't know what to believe. Shout out to my main man Charlo. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? You got Malik Scott in there. I think Wilder's best chance is to just go for it with everything he has from the opening bell. He will never outbox Fury. That's a good strategy too. That's a good strategy too, brother. Coach Malachi, how do you think I could be a Buche with doing this air heavyweights? Man, you ought to know the answer to that. You ought to know the answer to that. Ike Abuche will knock out everybody. You ought to know the answer to that. You know me, I look at the old school fighters way higher than I look at these current fighters. I just do. Probably because I'm older myself. I'm pushing 50, so you know I'm on the north side of 40. Let's see. If AJ would refuse to get in the ring with Usyk unless he shaves that mustache, he looks like he looks like a dodgy 1970s German. Oh man, Carmen, what you say? Usyk wasn't knocking any of the cruiserweights out. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Carmen, you hit the nail right on the head, sis. They talking like Alexander Usyk is Godzilla. This man wasn't knocking cruiserweights out. How the hell? So somebody's supposed to be afraid of him. He's a good boxer. I can't take that from him. But let's be real. Now they talking like Usyk Godzilla. Tyson is quiet because he realizes how much the bait and switch cost him his fans. Yeah, absolutely. What you say on Philly Fly? My brother Philly Fly, what's going on, fam? The COVID excuse sealed it for me. Hey, Philly Fly. Hey, the COVID, listen, man. Bro, they don't came. Oh my God, bro, like this excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Bro, this is just ridiculous. Imagine Wilder loses again and his legs are all over the place. He's gonna blame Scott and get fired. Yes, if Wilder loses, Malik Scott getting fired. Usyk wasn't a killer at cruiserweight either. Why people think all of a sudden he shall be a killer at heavyweight, saying AJ scared. Exactly. They're just saying that. They're just saying that because he fight because they don't like AJ. They don't like AJ. Tyson quiet because he know, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what he have to do. That's what he have to do, brother. He has to do that while ambitious boxing. That's what he has to do, Tyson Fury. As of late, people comparing Wilder to Ali. What kind of issue is that? Twilight Zone. Yeah, man, these guys don't know nothing about Ali. These guys don't know nothing about Ali. Tony Boswell, what do you say, fam? AJ drags Usyk. Yeah, he stopped him. He stopped Usyk. They talk like Usyk, Godzilla, and King Kong. You know what I mean? Usyk is new in the division, so he wants big fights. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But he got to be reasonable with his price. He can't be talking about he wants 20 and 30 million to fight AJ when the most he ever made is 500,000. Of course, I'm being facetious, guys, but you get what I'm saying. No, man, it don't work like that. You don't run nothing. You beltless, and you just got in the heavyweight division. You don't dictate nothing. I'm gonna pay you fair market value. That's what you do. I see Wilder implementing what he's training for round one. Then he realizes it ain't going to work, and he reverts back to the user plan. Yeah. I kind of see that too, because Wilder's going to have to be patient. The style of fighting that he's trying to learn from Malik Scott, Wilder's going to have to be patient. And when patience runs out, then what? Because Tyson Fury is a better overall boxer than Deontay Wilder, period. If he doesn't even have a jab, it's a range finder for his right. That's the whole thing. Yeah, and I think the whole fight, Fury is going to be looking for that. We know he's using his left hand to try to set the right hand up. That's it. Fury need to take that right hand away from him. Andre Ward was good at that. Bernard Hopkins was good at that. James Toney was good at that. Whatever you was good at, if you was a big, strong, powerful fighter with a strong right hand, they was good at taking that right hand away from you. How you take that right hand away? Body shots, and you go put him on the back foot. Take that right hand away when you smother him, right? This how you take a power puncher power away. You smother him. When you smother him, you know what I mean? You smother him, right? This is why Tyson Fury been working on fighting on the inside. He gonna smother Wilder this time and make Wilder fight on the inside. Wilder is not going to be able to find range with that right hand because he needs to have leverage. So I think that Tyson Fury is going to smother him. He's going to get on him and force him to fight on the inside while at the same time pushing him on the back foot. This is what I think. This is what I think that Fury is practicing. Jaden, what do you say, fam? Julian Jackson versus today's fighters. Man, you ought to know what's going to happen. Julian Jackson was a monster. Julian Jackson was a monster from Jamaica. I noticed that he's fighting short in the training videos. No bueno. Yeah. It ain't no good. Well, stop hating and respect Wilder's heart and toughness. Okay. Anyways, Adari Penny, what do you say, Coach Malachi? What's your favorite foods? And do you eat pork? No, I don't eat pork. When I was in the Nation of Islam for 24 and a half years, I had stopped eating pork when I was 17. So I haven't eaten pork in 30 years. So no, I don't eat pork. And there's nothing wrong with pork though. Pork is good. If you're eating pork has some of the best fat that you can eat. Like we have good fats and bad fats. So pork is a pretty good, like the pork chop is a pretty good meat to eat. Now, if you're in your religion, like I was in the Nation of Islam, they try to teach you that pork is bad and all that stuff and poisonous. But a lot of them dudes smoke cigarettes and obese and got diabetes and everything. So, but that's what they taught. That's when they taught when I was in that for a little bit. But let's see. He does seem pretty tough. I'll give him that. Yeah, Wilder is tough though. Wilder is tough. Wilder has to stop Fury from moving. When Wilder stops him, he touches him. Ortiz, both fights, Wilder cut him off and stopped him from moving. Yeah, the only thing is Tyson Fury, that's going to be a hard task to stop Tyson Fury from moving. Tyson Fury can box. That's going to be a hard task for him to do that. That's going to be a very hard task for him to do that, Tony Boswell. Very hard. If Wilder loses again and his legs are all over the place, they'll say Fury put weights in his shoes. Yeah, they're going to say something, man. They're not going to give Fury credit if Fury wins. Listen, let me ask you guys a question. Who has the most pressure on them in this fight? Is it Deontay Wilder that has the most pressure on him? Or is it Tyson Fury that has the most pressure on him? I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Tyson Fury has to win this fight because this would be validation for him. Well, Tyson Fury has to win this fight because this would allow him to go on to fight Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury, this will go and allow him to fight Anthony Joshua if Tyson Fury win this fight. Wilder, if he doesn't win this fight, if Wilder win this fight, then for his fanboys out there, I have a 1 or 2 in the chat right now, so I'm addressing you guys. For you fanboys of Wilder that's in the chat right now, if Wilder wins, this will be validation for you guys. Your king will be back on the throne in Wakanda, and you'll say that we told you that Fury had cheated and Wilder was going to do this and do that to him. The flip side of that is if Wilder loses, on top of all of the allegations that he gave, he has to deliver for his people of Wakanda because everybody is saying that Wilder's going to do A, B, C, and D. So who has the most pressure on them? Is it Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury? This is what I want to know, guys. Karma, what you say, sis? I think it's equal amounts of pressure. You know what, Karma? I totally agree with that. Sis, I totally agree with that. I think that is evenly amount of pressure because Fury has pressure of I want to smash this guy for all the stuff he said, but if I lose, I'm not going to get the AJ fight, the mega fight. And then Wilder is saying that, I don't made all these allegations. I have to beat this guy. If I lose to this guy again, I'm not going to have any more excuses. And I may lose my Bomb Squad Nation for losing to Tyson Fury again. I think the blood pressure gets Ortiz out of 6 rounds. Yeah. Alan Skill, what you say, fam? Wilder, if he loses this over, Tyson already beat him once. So I think there's a reason for another. So beat him once. So there is a reason for another fight. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying, Alan Skill. Fury just evolved from the first fight. Wilder just thought he could do the same. Yeah. Helene, what do you say, man? Coach Asger said Tyson Fury got more pressure. Wilder has nothing to lose. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that argument too. I can't remember a fight where I hope both would lose. Hey, James Burrell said Wilder has to win for the Alphabet Boys, and everyone would be pissed that he held up the undisputed fight. Yeah, Wilder has to lose. I think the pressure is equally, but I think it's a different kind of pressure. I think for Fury, he has to win because he got to get to the bag with Anthony Joshua. He has to win this fight. And I think for Wilder, all of the allegations that he's made, if he loses to Tyson Fury again, then people like me gonna make content because I'm really critical of Wilder myself. I'm very critical of him. But because of the lies and the excuses. I'm not critical of his boxing skills at all. I understand he's a limited fighter. I'm not critical of his boxing skills. Back when I supported Deontay Wilder, you know, I was never a fanatic. You know that. I'm 47 years old, so I ain't no fanboy stuff. But I always said that once he started making excuses in line, that was it for me. All the Wilder fanboys singing right now. While they sleep, we work. Yeah. And how you know they were asleep? Like how you know they were asleep? You see what I'm saying? So let's see. I think Fury has the better coach, manager than Sugar Hill. Yeah, he does. I think I like Sugar Hill as a trainer more so than Malik Scott. Malik Scott is a glorified yes man. Let's see. Everyone is already picking Fury. Wilder has no pressure. Wilder got a lot of pressure. As well, I disagree with that. He got a lot of pressure because he got to come through for people like you. Well, Fury's did test positive back then, but yeah, well, did he test positive against Deontay Wilder? Wilder has nothing to lose. His wild ass will still believe he's the greatest fighter ever. He'll blame it on racial oppression. Yeah, that's another thing too. Wilder making it racial now. Now he's saying white privilege and Tyson Fury got the complexion for the protection and all of this stuff there. Like what the hell I had to do with him beating your ass? As long as you were whooping white boys, Deontay Wilder, everything was fine. You got two white managers. If you felt that way about white people saying, well, because he got the complexion for protection, why you got two white managers? You pro black dudes kill me. Your narratives is so easy to bust up. I know I used to be just like you. I used to be just like you though. I used to be just like them. Wilder just about went it the wrong way. Chalk it up to getting back in there, prove everyone wrong. I like boxing. Anything can happen in the heavyweight division. Yeah, you're right about that. I like boxing too. Absolutely. What you say, Lady Mansour? Sugar Hill brings something out of Fury, y'all. Yeah. Because you could best believe that Fury and them ready. They got a game plan for whatever Wilder want to bring. You still just got to take the right hand away. That's all you got to do. They both have a lot to lose. He would look stupid after all the excuses. If Tyson loses, they would say he did cheat. Yeah, that's what they're going to say. Coach Wilder was getting dangerously close to twerking again. Yeah, I saw the last video. He ain't gonna never stop twerking. That's why we call him a twerkinator. Fury on a lose. If he wins, they say he cheated. No, you know, if he win, they can't say nothing. They can't say nothing if he win. Angus. Wilder has to win to end racism. That's an immense amount of pressure. Yeah, child to the please. Carmen, you know, he just pandering to his fan base. Wilder ain't got no strap. Everyone is against him. No pressure on Wilder. Everyone ain't against him. You with him? You with him, Julson? Ain't nobody against Wilder. Coach, did you know Wilder almost got knocked out by a journeyman in the 8th round in his 8 pro fight? He got dropped badly. Image a real hitter. Yeah. I guess Image a real heavy hitter hitting him. Yo, I bet you mean imagine. Yeah. I have to see that. I haven't seen it. Rachel, salute to my sister Rachel. What's going on, sis? Fury is cherry picking Wilder. As he's been hollering for a tune-up for months. Hopefully it don't turn out that Wilder is wrong cherry. Yeah, in the 4th fight. And we won the 3rd fight and we get the 4th fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Boxing future, they might blame Cobra for Wilder losing. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know, man. I think if Wilder loses, man, I think the Twerk Nation, the Bond Squad Nation, they might be on suicide watch. They might be on suicide watch, man. Really. If Fury loses, it'll only be his first loss. So I think that I think a lot is on Wilder. Wilder has to get his belt back. Wilder has a lot of he has a lot of fans out there, weepalizations that he has to impress. You know what I mean? They want him to win. They want him to win in a magnificent fashion. I don't know if once Wilder gets in the ring, if his anger and emotions take over and he gets away from his game plan. You know, because what's going to happen? What's plan A? What's plan B? What's plan C? Because plan A ain't going to work. Plan A is not going to work. And I don't want to see Wilder wearing no costumes this fight. No costumes and don't put no mask on. Coach, there's Alexander. You belong in the No, Alexander Usyk. Nah, hell no. He don't deserve in top pound for pound nowhere. He got to get a belt in the heavyweight division, then you can say he in the pound for pound because he was undisputed at cruiserweight and he became a champion at heavyweight. You can do that. You know what I mean? Elijah say looking forward to the press conference and the fight of all the drama. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The press conference is going to be something else. Fury tried to say defamation in court for the public cheating allegations. Yeah. And that wasn't even proven. None of that was even proven. You see what I'm saying? None of that was even. Wilder still hasn't brought any evidence that Tyson Fury cheated, that Mark Breland poisoned his water bottle, that Kenny Bates was a crab in the bucket referee, that Tyson Fury, that the costume suffocated him, he couldn't breathe, and the outfit, the mask, and prevented him from breathing, and then the outfit wore his legs out. He hasn't brought any proof on any of the allegations. They're just allegations. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Although, what do you say, coach? I see Anthony Johnson versus Luis Ortiz next. I don't know, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one at all. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. James Burrell, what do you say, fam? You say the clip of Harold Schoonier on Floyd Wilder disappearing from YouTube. Must have been the racists deleted it for him. Yeah. You know, they in America, they play the race card very well. You know, blacks in America are taught to be professional victims, and anytime nothing goes your way, it's racism. And if you don't agree with that narrative, if you're black, you are a coon, Uncle Tom, or sellout. I know they called me that. That's the narrative, though. That's what they do. I know, because I used to be on that side of the fence, so I know how radical they can be, because I was very radical. They did look like fools dancing in the ring while training. They need to take this fight seriously. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Coach, you have a great channel. Good, bro. Hey, Beast Mode Sykes. Thank you, fam. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Let's see. Fury should come out wearing Wilder's costume to prove a point. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea, bro. Hey, listen, Tom, that's a good idea. If Fury come out wearing the Black Panther out costume, you see what I'm saying, to the ring, and say he doing it for his people, oh man, that'll bring so much drama. They'll never stop talking about that. A training camp is not enough time to change a fighter's style that will work in his benefit at an elite level. Yeah, you're right about that in Bishop's boxing. At an elite level, you still trying to learn the basics. I mean, it'll help him a little bit, but you know, I just think he's going to revert back to what he knows how to do. How do you explain a dent in his head? That alone is evidence of foul play. Right. We haven't seen any evidence of dent in his head. And this is what I want to ask you, Monty King. Monty King, if he had a dent in his head, right? If Wilder had a dent in his head, has the dent healed, sir? Has the dent healed? And are you worried that Tyson Fury may put another dent in his head in this third fight? Was his face swollen up? Absolutely. He was taking punishment. You know, so other than that, that's it. But yes, man, Scott versus Hill. Yeah. Yeah, Scott, Malik Scott just a glorified yes man. Especially with all that Muhammad Ali talk, that bullshit he was talking about Muhammad Ali. He never had a dent in his head. Yeah. The Wilder fanboys believe that though. The Bomb Squad Nation believe that. Hopefully they'll have Wilder's water bottle locked up in the safe. Yeah, we definitely want that. We definitely want that. I don't want no excuses this fight. This fight should be called the no excuses fight. No excuses. Ortiz with Lennox Lewis sparring partner. Let's see. Yeah, for real though. Absolutely. Let's see. All this talk about a dent in his head. Where's the proof? Yeah, the man ain't showed no proof. He told us some. Yeah, they showed like a little 3-second clip of an X-ray that was supposed to be in his, and they told, you see what the X-ray show? I mean, come on, man. These dudes like Boo Boo the Clown, man. They fall for anything, man. They fall for anything, bro. They fall for anything. Has the dent healed in his head? Did he need surgery to repair the dent? To get rid of the loose fragmented bones in his skull and replace it with the metal plate? Let me know what happened. If you had a dent in your head, you have to have an MRI. Exactly. And you will not pass the fight again. Exactly. But that don't make no sense to the Wildettes. The Wildettes out there. The Twerkinator fanboys, that don't make sense to them. And then in his head might be evidence that there's something in it. Might be evidence there's nothing in it. Alan Skill, what you say, fam? As Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Think Wilder will revert back to norm. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that too. Monty King said he has x-rays from a doctor that proves he was hit with something in the shape of egg weight. You can see the pics. Okay. All right. So he got hit in the hand, he got hit in the head with egg weights. All right, so Monty, let me ask you a question. So was that the reason why he lost the fight? Because Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves, brother? My good brother. Let's see. Each fighter has a corner man in the opposing locker room when they wrap their hands, put the gloves in. I'm tired of the cheating allegations. Yep. Medical fact: bone does not dent. You can break a bone. I never heard of a bone. I never heard of a bone denting. Who ever heard of a bone dented before? It was just swelling, not a dent. Listen, man, I can't believe we still talking about this 16 months later. Will Wilder have a cut man in his corner? This fighter will Malik double up on the checks. You know, it probably will. He probably will, Rachel. He probably have Malik Scott in there or one of his homeboys in there doing the cut man. Wilder got yes men around him, so they're gonna tell him whatever you want to hear. Wilder's anger could backfire on him as a young foreman with gas out fast and entering fights mad. And Ali made him mad leading up to their fight. You're right about that. Foreman said, I wanted to kill Ali and drowned in AIDS. You're right about that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, will his anger, will he be so excited and so mad and you know and want to get the Tyson Fury so bad that will he just fold under the pressure? So that's what I want to know. Will he do that? Let me see how much. All right. I bought the MacBook Pro number 12. No, is it 12? MacBook Pro i9. I got a good one now. No more lagging when I'm streaming now. Let's see. Carmen Serene. Everybody speaking to Carmen Serene. I thought Fury had horseshoes in his gloves. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen. Monty King. Let me see what my brother Monty King talking about. Wilder should take notes from Mike Tyson and walk in the ring with a white towel. Yep. Monty King said Fury has never shown that type of power ever. And Wilder has never looked the way he did ever. Look at Wilder's energy in the first fight. In the second fight, he clearly was spiked. You just do not see it. Monty King, let me ask you a question, brother. First you said Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves. Now you saying his water was spiked. So now, what I want to know is this here. Why did he lose the fight? Did he lose the fight because of the egg weights? Or did he lose the fight because his water was spiked? Or did he lose the fight because it was a combination of the two? Jules St. Nicholas said, Coach, Wilder is in shape. Don't worry, he's okay. He's had 3 different training camps. He's fine. Good. That's good. Crazy thing is that they don't even say it was plaster. They say it was egg weight and no padding. Yeah, Tyson Fury would have broke his hand. You can tell that those guys don't know nothing, don't know what an egg weight is. And they never boxed before, they never put a glove on their hand before in their life. I won't even try to argue with them or try to even prove a point. It's useless. I'm I'll be Wilder's cut person. The head surgeon on my flight squadron said I did the best stitch job. I'm ready to get this money. This money, Carmen Serene, absolutely, sis. Ready to get that money. Absolutely. What round do you think Wilder would knock out Joshua if they had a fight? I don't think he'll knock Joshua out. I don't think he'll knock Joshua out. You know, I don't think that'll happen. And I don't think Wilder and Joshua gonna fight anyways. I don't think they're gonna fight. Because he got offered $100 million to fight AJ through the zone, and Shelly Finkel turned that down. So I doubt if his handlers, Deontay Wilder's handlers, I doubt if they would allow him to fight you know what I mean, fight Joshua. So Let's see. Bruce Leroy, the real McCoy, what do you say on Fury is planning to take a dive? It's called power, not egg weights. Hey, man, the egg weight conspiracy continues. The egg weight conspiracy continues. The Joker says the Monte King didn't show big power. The fight literally showed that he doesn't have much power. He hit Wilder with so many power punches, but still couldn't quite get him out of there. Just stop it, bro. Exactly. Exactly. And after the fight, Wilder said that Tyson Fury never hurt him. So Fury didn't show any punching power at all. Don't forget, he also got a shot by a sniper too. Yeah, Fury didn't show any power at all. It's not what was in the gloves, it's what wasn't in them. Oh man, so listen, man, Peter, my main man Monte King over here representing for the Bomb Squad Nation. You know, Monty, Fury was weak and recovering during the first fight. The second fight, he had his strength back. Yeah. Yep, I agree with that. I agree with that. So the Dutch say the man's knuckles were visible. Again, sir, if his knuckles were visible, where was the egg weight placed in the glove? Bingo. If Tyson Fury knuckles was visible in the glove, where was the egg weight placed at? How did he get the egg weights in there? He lost because of the egg weights and padding taking out the gloves. Costume wore his legs down. Breland spiked his water. Fury had baby oil, and Wilder had COVID-19. Oh, and you need to forget the crab in the bucket referee as well. Like literally, coach, just for fun, who would be the ideal surprise addition to Wilder's camp? You know what? I have no idea, Alan Skill. I have no idea who it could be. I'm wondering and waiting just like you guys are. I have no idea who that could be. Let's see. Karma is Dame Dollar shot. Man, Tyson Fury cheated. Y'all quit hating. We quit hating. Okay. So if we don't agree that Tyson Fury cheated, we're hating. Okay, Alfonso. All right, brother. So we don't agree that Tyson Fury cheated. We're hating. Okay. Oh, man, this is hilarious. Y'all never answer the questions, though. Y'all never answer the questions. Dutch, let me ask you a question, Dutch, let me ask you a question. Let's see. Let me go ahead and walk in here. Let me go in here, guys. Dutch. Walking through the house, guys. Hold on, guys. Walking in this garage right quick. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm in the garage right now. It's going to start kind of halt. No, you know what? I don't want to go out in the garage. You go back out here. Go back out here. Go back out here. Go back out here, guys. Sorry about that. I was going to go inside, but I'm going to just stay out here. It'd be best, everything getting moved around inside the house. Yeah, let me see. Nicholas Asbury has similar allegations before the fight. Brother, the question I asked was this. Did Tyson Fury have egg weights in his gloves or not? Deontay Wilder said his legs was weak from the costume, sir. He said the mask affected his vision or something the night of the fight. He said that Tyson Fury had egg weights and padding was taken out of the glove, sir. This is what the Alphabet Boy community has said. He said that it was the crab in the bucket referee was one of the reasons why he lost. Mark Breland spiked his water. My question to you, sir, out of all of these allegations, and now we hear that Wilder had COVID now too. So out of all these allegations, sir, which one was the reason why he lost the fight? Wilder lost the fight because it was all out conspiracy against Wilder. You just choose not to see it. And it seems you just have a hate for Wilder. Your argument comes from a place of hate. Wow, brother, I'm talking as calm as I possibly can. You still haven't answered the question. Wilder lost the fight because it was a conspiracy against. So who conspired against Wilder? Hey, listen, Monty King, who conspired against Wilder, man? Who conspired against Wilder, bro? You say it was a conspiracy against Wilder, huh? So Monty King says, hey guys, let me ask you a question. Ask you a question, guys. Monty King said that Wilder lost the fight because it was an all-out conspiracy. I guess that he was trying to say conspire, but he meant to say conspiracy against Wilder. He said that I just choose not to see the conspiracy, and it seems that I have hate for Wilder. My argument comes from a place of hate. Dude, I'm smiling and talking calm as I possibly can be. Oh, boy, these Deontay Wilder fanboys, oh my God. Oh my God. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama. You know what I mean? To this day. Wilder ball stalking Edwin. This is hilarious. Oh, JD's next to go. Bar Squad people. What's up, Bar Squad? JD's the next to go. Mark these words. He gave Wilder heroin during the rounds. There is solid proof. Oh man. I don't know, man. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, Peter Von Arx, you can't get egg weights in your hand in the boxing glove, period. Listen, Peter Von Arx, me and you know this, but apparently the Deontay Wilder fans do not know this. So Dutch saying that's a deflection. They not answering no questions. You ask these Wilder fanboys questions, they don't even answer questions, they just deflect. They just deflect. And then they say you deflected. They use circular logic. You know what I mean? So I get it, man. I get it. The costume, the egg weights, the padding, the referee, the water bottle, the padding, and the Nevada Athletic Commission, Mauricio Sudamon, and everybody conspiring against him. Bro, I can't make this up. I really can't make this up. Graham Taylor said Wilder only wonder out loud why he didn't feel right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Wilder didn't look right, but that ain't had nothing to do with Tyson Fury. That ain't had nothing to do with Tyson Fury at all. You know what I mean? That ain't had nothing to do with Tyson Fury at all. So, what's the guy? Ian, what you say, man? You say, what's your thoughts on YouTube boxing? What do you mean? YouTube boxers or yeah, I don't understand what you mean. Please clarify what you mean, Ian. Oh, what are my thoughts on YouTube boxing? Are you talking about YouTubers? Let's see. Shout out to my brother Smith West. He said, I think what happened to Wilder is simple. He wasn't expecting the fight to go. He wasn't expecting the fight he got from Fury. And he didn't have basic boxing skills to defend himself and fall back on. Hey, Smith West, bye y'all. You hit the nail right on the head with that, brother. You hit the nail right on the head with that. He didn't know what to do. That's why he was looking like a deer in headlights when he saw Tyson Fury come directly at him. You know what? Hey, Smith West, you know what I think about when I watched that second fight? Look at when the bell rang. Watch what Tyson Fury does and watch what Wilder does. When the bell rang, Tyson Fury ran over there, ran to Deontay Wilder. He ran towards him. Like literally he ran over there. And Wilder got real bug-eyed, looking all wide-eyed like this, and he started backing up and he didn't know what to do. It threw him off. He wasn't prepared. Javis, what do you say, Javis, on coach? Conspiracy evening. Good conspiracy evening. Goodbye. Oh man. So why is so bad to support Wilder? Why is so bad? I guess you meant to say why is it so bad to support Wilder? It's not. Support Wilder. Support him, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Support him. If that's your guy, support your guy. And Wilder's your guy, support him. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Carmen Serene said, how come he didn't fire JD's and how come the heroin didn't show up in his system? Yeah. Oh, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying right now, this is crazy. Ricky slides the glove down, etc. Yeah. Y'all was talking about the first fight. Why did Wilder lose the second fight? Y'all still talking about the first fight. This is ridiculous. And so now, according to Wilder, it was a conspiracy against him. Tyson Fury had the complexion for the protection. That's strange how in this era, in this BLM era, the Marxist organization, who do nothing but race hustle black people for money, from an organizational standpoint. It's amazing how Wilder is talking these same talking points. He's still trying to make stuff racial. That ain't had nothing to do with why you got your ass whooped, sir. So hopefully Malik Scott can be the one to help you out. The yes man, Malik Scott. Same thing happened to AJ. AJ didn't take Ruiz serious. He made a mistake. Couldn't physically recover from it. Yeah. So he say, let's see how hard Fury is hitting in the third fight. Fury wasn't hitting hard in the second fight. He wasn't hitting hard in the second fight. What you mean, see how hard he hit in the first fight? He wasn't hitting hard in the second fight. Wilder didn't get knocked out. He just got the brace beat off of him. That's all. Ian says, yeah, people like Logan fighting Mayweather for $100 million. Wow. Let's see, Ephraim, what you say, fam? If I'm not mistaken, didn't Wilder fight Fury soon after Ortiz? Back-to-back counts can drain you. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody looking at that, though. Wilder never brought that up. Wilder never brought that up, brother. I think the referee would start the fight this time because Malik Queen Scott not throwing the towel in. Yeah. Yeah, no, we got to let him go out on this shield. He say he want a body in the ring, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not even going to address that, this fool said. I won't even mention your name. Let's see. What this fool say? Malik win. How much they pay you not to see the gloves, though? 90-degree angle. Wow. How much they pay you to come on this channel? My sister Carmen Serene said, I support Wilder. I just don't believe BS. Yeah, exactly. Why I got to be a yes man for the lies and the cap? I like Wilder. I don't like the excuses and the lies. That's what I don't like. So that's it. Smith the West say facts, coach. Let's see. Tony Barzo, what you say, fam? I want to see a boxing match. They fought twice. Hopefully the last one between them. We might get it. We might get a quadruple match. You know what I mean? Dutch says the evidence says Fury tampered with the gloves against sparring partners. Oh boy. Dutch, and Dutch. Boy, the Wilder fanboys are here today. They are here today. Let's see, Oscar De La Boya, what you say, man? Always controversy when Ali was fighting Cooper. Cooper's team said that Ali's corner slashed his gloves to buy time. Always an excuse for losing. Yeah. Graham Taylor said, I have nothing against Wilder fans, but the fanboys are different. Fanboys of all fighters. So yeah, exactly, Graham. Fanboys of all fighters. So I know because I was a fanboy of 4 fighters. And I tell this story all the time. Pernell Whitaker, Mike Tyson, Marvin Hagler, and Roy Jones. So I know what it's like to be a fanboy. So I understand it. I understand their position. I understand how they feel. I get it. Trust me, I get it. You know, fanboy is when you have an obsession. They have an obsession. Andre Murray says, Fury is a PED user and he cheat. Anybody support that kind of character has no code of honor. What about Wilder's character? What about Wilder's character? So, you know, it is what it is. But to each his own. That's how you feel. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's see. This guy says, so it's not race, but he would have been ducked if it were not for arbitration. But it's not about race. Come on, brother. Slick sophistication. Wasn't it a white judge who ruled in the black man's Deontay Wilder's favor? Make that make sense to me. If it was about race, wouldn't the white arbitrator judge rule in the white man's favor with Tyson Fury? What you saying makes no damn sense, sir. With all due respect, brother. You had a white arbitrator ruled in favor of a black man. And you saying it's about race. Okay, brother. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. What about the camera covering? What do you think about that, coach? What if Fury did that to AJ and they KO'd him? The camera covering is of no significance to me. If I have a team in the locker room and my team said that, yeah, everything is on the up and up, the gloves is wrapped correctly, there's nothing in the gloves, that's what I'm going off of. I don't give a damn about the camera opening, the camera covering. You know what I mean? Let's see. LDBC acting like Fury was punching like George Foreman in the second fight. Exactly. He didn't. Fury didn't have no punching power in the second fight. Sean Porter says Jorge Linares took a dive. Discuss. No, he didn't. Sean Porter sitting there hating. How the hell he took a dive? I totally disagree with that. I saw that. I totally disagree with that. I'm not even going to address you, sir, because you saying some dumb stuff. Mo Lester, you're a troll. As a matter of fact, I'm blocking you. Bye, Felicia. Mo Lester out of here. Anytime you disrespect Ali, you gone. Let's see. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to Southside Boston. Southside. Efren, what's going on? Let's see. I can see the post already. Fury-Wilder finally settled the score in their 20th match. Absolutely. Lil Green Eyes, Lil Green P. Fury ain't never come close to Ali. Y'all mad. Greatest of all time, Infinity. Yeah, Ali, man. Yeah, we don't disrespect Ali on this channel. I got the lot. What you say, Karma Stream? I got the logic now. If my best friend got the brakes beat off of her, I would be in the chat line and carrying on too. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Paul CX, how he ducked Wilder for a better fight for more belts, and essentially he beats Wilder. He's beat Wilder in the second fight. It's an exercise in futility. Yeah. Shout out to my main man Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Salute to you, brother. Rapstar in the building. Y'all please go subscribe to Rapstar. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. LOL Fury smothered half them punches anyways. Anybody that knows boxing know that if Fury was a better puncher, he would have knocked Wilder out in the third round. Exactly. Thanks, Peter Von Lisa Bells. I'm a bit late. Okay. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, but they come over here talking about Ali stuff, man. They got to go. Next Wilder loss, top excuse. Fury is a gypsy. Gypsies do crystal ball, black magic. He created a voodoo doll. Oh, not only that, but they have a petition right now that they're trying to get Wilder's loss and draw removed and trying to make sure that he stay undefeated. Like this is like I can't make this up. I literally can't make this up, guys. They have a petition right now for that. A petition. Jabril Bay, what you say, fam? Fury knows how to get Wilder angry, calling him a big Dawson. Ali called Sonny Liston informant the bear and the mummy. They both tried to kill Ali and gassed out. Oh man, this dude's here, man. If Wilder loses again, that's what crazy excuses are they going to come from this? Oh, they're gonna come with a whole bunch. Systemic racism. Listen, you're gonna hear all the race hustle. You're gonna hear all the racial terms that they come with. Remember, I used to be on that side of the fence, so I understand the mentality very well. I had the same mentality. The logic makes no sense, but you know, Wilder got 2 white managers. The irony in that. But white people trying to conspire against him in the sport of boxing. And the judge who ruled in his favor was white. Guys, listen. Systemic racism. Fury got the protection, got the complexion for the protection. But it was a white judge who ruled in his favor, who ruled in the black man's favor. And Wilder has 2 white managers, JD's and Shelley Bullwinkle. Wilder underestimated Fury in that second fight. He wasn't ready. Wow. These guys, boy, listen. You Wilder fanboys are wow. I don't know what to say, man. Imagine the things they're going to say. The bill, yeah, exactly. I'm waiting on the press conference. Danny Jacobs trying to make a fight with Joe Smith at 175. That'll be a good fight. The Boxer King, what you say, fam? Nah, they'll say Fury cheated again. The 4th fight needs to happen. Yeah, they're gonna keep saying Fury cheated until they're gonna keep saying that Fury cheated until Wilder can win. So Oscar De La Boy, what you say, fam? He said Wilder got busted up by the better man. No excuses. Now they got plenty of excuses. Tony Lyons, what you say? It's to do with the race. If Fury wins, but it's all good when Wilder's sparking out white people. LOL. Yeah, the Wilder fanboys. Yeah, exactly, man. Bro, I was on that side of the fence. It doesn't make sense. I was on that side of the fence. Trust me, bro. I was a pro-black Marxist. Hated white people for their skin color. Always talked about systemic racism. This, that, the white man, the system. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Only losers. When people ain't got. When people is there racism in the world? Exactly. Of course it is. But over here in America. Over here in America, the race hustling is huge. It's big business. So they get these feeble-minded fanboys who don't understand anything. I know because I was once Jules Sir Nicholas before. I was once Deontay Wilder fanboys before. So I know how they feel. I feel their pain. I honestly feel for you guys. I really do. I really do. He didn't underestimate Fury. He just mad. Yeah. Dutch Clown is a fanboy. Oscar Bailey. Yeah. White judge that ruled in George Floyd case too. Okay, you said all that to say what? We ain't talking about George Floyd. We talking about Wilder. You said all that to say what? Self, what you say, man? Hating someone over skin tone is old and played. Exactly. Exactly. Black Americans get very, very emotional when you use trigger words like racism and anything racism. Victimhood mentality, we get very triggered and emotional. Black Americans are very, very emotional. I trust me, I should know. You know what I mean? Get triggered over anything. If the table was reversed and Wilder had done that to Fury, everyone would be shutting Fury down and laughing at him. Facts. Tony Lyons, ain't no way Bar will make another 4 fight. Nah. Let's see, who's the best opponent for Wilder? Tyson Fury. Coach, if they want to reverse their decision, petition to Sweet Pea Whitaker versus Chavez first draw. Start with that one. Absolutely. And many more before that. Fan is a word derived from fanatical. Scary word. Reminds me of something like a movie. Yep, absolutely. Bruce Leroy. So what will Wilder new costume? What is it going to be? He better not wear a costume. Wilder better not wear a costume. I personally like Wilder. I believe he's great for the sport. These fanboys don't realize that they are the reason for the Wilder hype. Yeah, they and whatever hate that Wilder get, they the reason for that too. And a lot of the race hustling that Wilder do. The race card is merely a way out of not having to explain your position in a debate. That as well, and the race card is also used to not accept responsibility for your actions. So when you have to suffer the consequences of your poor decision making, you pull out the race card as well. It's very profitable over here in America. Al Sharptons, the Farrakhans, the Jesse Jacksons, and now these new quote unquote black YouTube leaders out there now. They make a lot of money doing that. Attorney Benjamin Crump, they make a lot of money doing that. So Fury going to walk Wilder down like he did in the second fight, huh? I don't know what Fury going to do. What Wilder going to do? Can't wait till this trilogy get out the way. I just want Undisputed. Absolutely, Johnny Blaze. Me too. Slick Sophistication say, I'm a Wilder fan. If Wilder loses this fight, will it be fair and square? Wow. Will it be fair and square? Okay. Wow. Malik Wynn say how much they paying. Okay. Alan Skill, what you say? I teach my kids if you witness racism, you give the victim your voice and support, even if they don't ask. Until we do that, nothing won't change. My 9-year-old is autistic. Racists have no excuse. Right, you have racism all over the world. You have black people who are racist as hell. I know, I was one of them. So, let's see, why people so sensitive over a person being different? Yeah, he just, but that's Tyson. That's on Deontay Wilder bringing race into it. Protection, complexion for the protection. This nigga don't made every excuse on the planet Earth. Now he talking about protection for the complexion and COVID and all this other stuff. See, this is why I can't mess with Wilder. This is why I can't mess with him. Because I come from that. 24 and a half years. I come from that mentality. It took me 24 and a half years to wake up out of that foolishness. But hey, it is what it is. Race card on demand. Yeah, race card on demand. They got it for sale. They got it for sale. Go to your local Walmart to buy your to buy your race card for the low price of $9.99. They sell them for the low. You see what I'm saying? That's how they do it. Didn't Wilder start the race thing talking about I'm gonna beat? Yep. Wilder the one started it. That's my whole thing. That's when I started falling out with him right there. I dread to think what they're going to do. Wear for the ring walk. Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do for the ring walk. What are they gonna wear? Anyone using bigotry in everyday life, lack of self-esteem. Absolutely. No one accept responsibility for the accident. Just because one white guy went in Wilder's Fury doesn't mean he wasn't discriminated against. Who discriminated against him? Who discriminated against Wilder? Wilder is worth what, $30-35 million? Who discriminated against Wilder? I can't entertain y'all no more. What made you leave the NOI? I left them NOI because I realized it was some bullshit. My grandfather raised me in the Nation of Islam. My grandfather was in the Nation in 1955, so I was taught by brothers from the first resurrection. That tattoo right there. I was a lieutenant. FOI. I'm finna get this shit. I'm finna get this shit covered though. FOI. I was a lieutenant. I come out of Mosque number 47. Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad was my minister, and my captain was Captain Samuel Muhammad. That was my captain. He's the one who trained me, taught me the art of militancy. And then before that, my mom, because my mom was a Black Panther, very radical. So I came up in a very radical household. So I understand the Deontay Wilder fanboys mentality. I get it. And a lot of them they live with their mom and daddy, so they don't know nothing. That's why they don't like you, Coach, because you keep exposing them for the racehorses that they are. Yeah, absolutely. I'm the anti-racehorse. I'm banging on that shit every chance I get. The glove didn't look like it was full of hamburgers. Hamburger helper, y'all. I'm curious. Yeah. Let's see. Rachel, peace out. And congrats, Coach, on the new crib. Hope you have many blessed years. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Let's see. Lisa Bells. All right, Lisa. See you later, sis. See you later, sis. I know she's tired. There's some hardworking women, man. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze say Wilder should just come out like Mike Tyson in all black shorts, and with all black shorts and a towel. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Elijah say Wilder gonna have 7 8 Sports go to Fury locker room and check his gloves. Wilder demands to fight naked as shorts tire his legs out. Oh man. James Burrell, we have a lot in common. I was born Catholic, but I don't believe in that neither. Hey, shout out to Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze, I don't have my setup here, man, for any sound effects, so please forgive me, man. But shout out to Johnny Blaze for the super chat. Good channel. You're doing good work, brother. Hey, thank you so much, fam. Thank you so much, brother, for the support. I really appreciate that. Alan Skill, what you say, fam? I think it's funny how the LDBC puts Wilder greater than Ali. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even like the Dragon Leg. What you say, fam? Coach, like, and I had a friend of mine gave this to me like 3 years ago. Hey, when you see a dude wearing his hat, you know he an old dude. You know he old school. If you see a guy wearing this hat, you automatically know he old school. You're not gonna see a young dude wearing his hat. I'm telling y'all. I'm throwback now. I'm throwback like Jerome or Martin. You know that. What are you talking about, Slick? People in the UK like Wilder. Oh, so what are you talking about, Slick? Cash Money, what you say, man? Wilder should look at what Lewis said when he lost to Rockman. Yeah, he should, but he won't. His pride won't let him. I used to go to the mosque across the street from the NOI Temple in Masjid, Anwar, Miami. Yeah, Anwar, yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, in Miami, I was in the Nation back when BR was the minister in Miami in the 90s. It was BR, and it was I forgot the brother name who passed away. Musain. It was BR and Musain. Musain was down there as well. Very familiar. And I live in Miami, so very familiar. Very familiar. Let's see. Slick sophistication. I disagree with most everything you say, but may God bless you. Yeah, I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with me, brother. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with me. You know what I mean? I'm a hard pill to swallow, but there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with me at all. And that's what's so beautiful about this channel. You know what I mean? You know, you can come disagree. It's not, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, fam. But God bless you too, brother. Let's see what's going on. Jabril Bay saying that was Ali's best weapon, his mind over his opponents. That became his power as strong as a punch. Cooler heads prevail, we all know. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Cooler heads do prevail. Jay Rodriguez, what he said, appreciate the content. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jay. Let's see. Victor Bottle, what's going on? Coach Williams, what's good, bro? I'm hanging in there, fam. I'm hanging in there, trying to get everything set up in the house, man. Trying to get everything set up in the house. Let's see. The only reason I want Wilder to lose is because I want to see what Wilder fanboys are going to say after the fact. Yeah. Chris, what you say, man? Looking fly, coach. What's up? Oh man, I got this Rankin Last shirt on, been verified shirt on. This is a company I used to work for. We do they do background checks. I used to work for this company. I see how they still wear this shirt. You know what I mean? Proud father, what you say, man? Fights Wilder should take a page from Lennox Lewis fights. Lennox fought tall, and he knew when to turn it up. Yeah, Lennox had to fight tall because he was the tallest one in the ring. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the tallest one in the ring. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that, self. What you say? I'm okay back in the 2000s when I went. Much love to your channel. You speak sense. Yeah, thank you so much, self. Yeah, I was in the Nation 24 and a half years. Lieutenant, trained. I got brothers that's locked up in prison right now. Did all kind of stuff. Can't even discuss it. People dislike Wilder when he started repeating LGBT talking points. Exactly. I forgot all about that, but you're right about that. Show the picture of Tyson Fury kissing the guys in the mouth. Yeah, I don't have my other screen, brother. I don't have everything hooked up yet. But you can look it up though. Let's see. Frank is on another BS again. What was Fury thinking when he was crying about wanting the Anthony Joshua fight after he beat Pulev? Yeah, that is crazy. What do you say? Have you noticed, Coach? These Wilder fanboys are below 25. Yeah, they are. They little kids. A lot of the Wilder fans are little young kids. They like 25, maybe under 30, maybe 30. You know what I mean? They live with their mamas and daddies. You know, they live with their moms. They haven't left home yet, and that's what it is. So they haven't had a chance to live and experience life. So when you don't have a chance to live long enough and experience life, you make decisions. Like I don't view the world at 47 the way I did at 27 or even 17. You see what I'm saying? I see the world totally differently now. I love my mother to death, but I understand a lot of what my mom taught me wasn't right. My mom was a Black Panther. She hated white people. You know what I mean? Came from the Dominican Republic, but I'm part Dominican as well. I speak fluent Spanish, but yeah, you know what I mean? So, that's what it was. I learned that made my heart right for my grandfather to join the nation. And then lo and behold, it took 24 and a half years for me to get my damn my brain back right. You know what I mean? So great listening to you, Coach Live. The sincerity and honesty shines through. No messing, but with due respect. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Jazz. Thank you so much. Jazz, thank you so much. Still Chef, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw the interview, fam. I saw it. We had covered that yesterday. I saw it, fam. Le Mansour, true, Coach. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on? Let's say Wilder didn't start talking in Bible scripture until he started his cult following. That's what it is. It's a cult following. I know, because I used to be a part of a cult. What do you think what happened if Fury and Wilder fought Anthony Joshua? I don't know, man. Styles make fights. It just depends on who has the better game plan. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I can make an argument for how Fury can beat Wilder, Fury can beat Joshua, and I can make an argument for how Joshua beat Fury. Actually, I made a video on it. I made 2 videos on that exact same topic. I haven't made a video of course, Wilder. He just got to land the right hand and hope the guy don't get up. That's it. What's all that about, Coach? Kissing on the mouth. What the F? That's not down with us people, brother. Oh yeah, you talking about Tyson Fury? Yeah. him kissing on Stephen Fury in the mouth. That's on the internet. That's on the internet. Coach has done well with his knowledge. As Bruce Leroy said, apply what is useful and discard on what is not. Yeah, absolutely. Then add what is essential to yours. That's a successful product. Blessings, Coach. Yeah, thank you so much, fam. I will say this. I will say this. If I had a chance to do it all over again, because the real Islam is Orthodox Islam. That's the real Islam. So if I had a chance to do it all over again, that's what I would do. I would just went straight to Orthodox Islam. But that's the real Islam. The Nation of Islam is not that's not Islam at all. That's some Americanized black what is it called? Kind of like a black political, but I forgot the word I'm looking for, guys. It'll come back to me. Alan Skill, what do you say? I don't really care who wins the trilogy. I'm from the UK. Seen all the Fury fights. The most entertaining fight Fury had versus Wilder too. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was real hilarious. Ian, what do you say, fam? Also, do you think boxing is having a less of a hype compared to back in the day when Mike Tyson and Ali was fighting? Yeah, it doesn't have the hype. Well, in the heavyweight division, it doesn't have the hype like that. You know, it doesn't have the hype like that in the heavyweight division. But that's why I say Wilder is good for the heavyweight division. We only have three top fighters in the heavyweight division. We got Joshua, Wilder, Fury, or whichever order you want to put them in. Fury, Joshua, Wilder, or Wilder, Fury, Joshua. Whatever order you want to put them in. We only have only those few. So, you know, if Wilder beats Fury, Wilder Fury 4 happen right after. Does AJ drop the WBO belt? Is he ducking Usyk? No, he's not ducking Usyk. Usyk ain't nobody to duck. People talking like Usyk King Kong. Usyk ain't nobody. He's a good boxer. He was good at cruiserweight. He's not a knockout artist. Usyk ain't nobody to be scared of at all. If AJ dropped the belt, it's because he's tired of dealing with the WBO. And people and Usyk talking about he want a whole lot of money, drop the belt, let him fight somebody else for it. And then when he fights somebody else for it, AJ get the winner of that and beat him and get the belt back. That's how you do that. Oscar De La Boy, what do you say, man? Sonny Liston had a longer reach than Wilder and still lost. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Southside Boston, what do you say? Coach, I know right where you coming from, man, because I was the same way, but I was also wrong in the gypsy community. We're very private people where no one really knows how we live. Yeah, absolutely, fam. Chris, what you say, Coach? Don't you think Fury has been a godsend for boxing? Needs big characters. Yeah, I'm just saying Fury is very entertaining. Fury is very entertaining. Fury is very entertaining. Wilder is very entertaining. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua, not so much. He's not really entertaining like that, you know, to be honest. But but Fury and Wilder, they hilarious, bro. They hilarious. Just the stuff that comes out of Wilder's mouth and Fury's mouth is I just want to see the press conference. The press conference is going to be hilarious. The press conference is going to be hilarious, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like, just to see that press conference, I'm gonna be so anxious to see that press conference, bro. You know what I mean? You know. Heyman Sewell saying, Coach, not sure if anyone actually is, but who you got in Fury Wilder 3? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I kind of want Wilder to win because if he don't win, I think he's going to be on suicide watch, him and his fanboys. So I don't want to see nothing happen to them because they're already going crazy now. So if they lose again, man, I don't know what they're going to do. So I kind of want Wilder to win, but you know, I won't bet no money on it. You know, Fury is a better boxer in that fight. So Fury is the better boxer in that fight. As long as Fury don't get hit with that right hand, who knows what's going to happen. Chris, what you say, fam, Coach? Don't you think? Oh yeah, you already saw that. Lil Green, what you say on Lil Green Eyes? The Bermuda Triangle, the top 3 heavyweights. It will be never ending. They signed too many fights at once. Yeah. And what you say on Jabril Bay? Almost like Chinese food in China and Chinese food in America. I follow you, Coach. So true. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. My stepfather used to be a Sunni Muslim. I see all kind of ethnicities in the mosque. Exactly. It ain't, I don't do skin color politics, fam, because I used to do it. I believe boxers these days are more concentrated on fame than money. Yeah, it's definitely a different era, Ian. It's definitely a different era. What you say? People don't talk about Wilder being 36. Timing is the first to go. Let's see. Is Wilder 36? Or is he 35? I don't know. If he's 36 or 35. I don't know, fam. Yeah, what you say? Javis, yeah, that press conference is gonna be lit. Bernardi, what's going on, fam? Bernardi, what's good, fam? Bernardi, what's good, fam? Talk to my brother Bernardi. Dragon Leg, what's going on? Thomas Vasey, what's going on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peter Barnard, what's going on, man? Hey, man, I love all y'all in this chat, man. Y'all, yeah, you guys, bro, let me tell you something. Hey, I even gotta love the haters too. You gotta love the haters too. But I get it. Listen, man, I know I say some things that will make people hate me in this YouTube universe. And I understand that. When I said I wanted all the smoke, I understood what was gonna come with it. You know what I mean? I understood what was gonna come with it, guys. So you can't say you want all the smoke, and then when the smoke come, you complaining about the smoke. Let's see. How old was Foreman when he came back to boxing? That's a good question. I think Foreman was 38, 30, 37, 38, something like that. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Ian Graham said on 37. You think 37? Yeah. He was somewhere around there. He could have been more like 30. Yeah, he was 45 when he regained the title. So he could have been 39 or maybe 40. No, you know what? He came back in the 80s though. He came back in the 80s. Yeah, I think George came back in the 80s. So you might be right. He probably like 38, something like that. 39. That's what I think. 38, 39, somewhere up in there. Ephraim, what do you say, fam? You say he was 38? Yeah, absolutely. Because he won the belt 7 years later. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for correcting me on that, brother. Let's see who else we got. What else we got? Yeah, I believe Foreman was 38 because he fought Corey around that time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, George, man. I mean, that's amazing what he did. Since everyone talking about Linares diving, listen, man. Listen, ain't nobody talking about that, man. Hey, man, Linares ain't take no dive against Devin Haney. I don't believe that, man. Listen, Sean Porter. I like Sean Porter. I don't like his boxing style, but I like Sean Porter as a nice guy. He talks very well, but he crazy. But he crazy. He crazy. That man ain't take no dive. You know what I mean? Not at all. AJ started at 18, 19. Hey, you know what? And it also depends on how fast you can catch on in boxing when you start as well. You know what I mean? So George, smart guy. Yeah, he was. Big Foreman was a real smart dude, man. Southside boxing. What you say, fam? He said, Coach, you know why I'm a gypsy? And to be honest, I think that Tyson and Billy Joe are a disgrace to our people. They could have shown us in a good light, but they didn't do well. Yeah. You know what? But you know what though? Well, I think what Billy Joe Saunders and Tyson Fury do, it doesn't make the gypsy people look bad. You know what I mean? Because you can't, you know, I mean, that'd be foolish for me, Southside boxing, to sit back and say, oh man, Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders, that's how they represent the rest of the gypsies. No, them just two individuals. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone with common sense will look at an entire group or ethnicity of people and sit back and say, yeah, man, y'all look bad because of what two individuals from that community is doing. That's crazy. Also, Delaboy, what you say, man, that coach, as powerful as it is, too much is made of his right hand. Anyone could knock out anyone. Yeah, listen, if you study the sport of boxing, you know there's been a whole lot of big, powerful punches come in and got beat by the boxer. Always. Haney outclassed them with skill. Yeah, you're right about that, Thomas Vasey. I think I gave Linares maybe 2 or 3 rounds, but the judges had it different. Big George versus Lennox Lewis, both were at their best. Who would have won that? It depends. If it was George Foreman in his prime and Lennox Lewis in his prime, I say Lennox Lewis outboxes Foreman, but I give it to Foreman because Foreman can take a punch, and I think once he land that bomb on Lennox Lewis's chin, because we know Lennox Lewis didn't have a chin, he would have been out of there. So I put it on Foreman. I say Foreman beat Lennox Lewis. I think Foreman was 26 when he left in 1977 against Jimmy Young. Yeah, and he came back to like 10 years later. Paul C.S., what you say, fam? Fury is an Irish traveler, and Billy Joe is a Romanian gypsy. Two different breeds. One has a bloodline going back to India, and one doesn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. Proud Father, where do you rank Evander Holyfield around in your all-time list? Oh, that's a good question, man. I gotta ponder that because I have of course I got Ali number 1. I have Joe Louis number 2. I have Jack Johnson. He's the foundation. I have wow. Wow. Let's see. Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield. Did I say? Oh, I know. So I forgot Sonny Liston. So Tyson wouldn't even be in the top 5. Sonny Liston. Holyfield being like the top. He'll be in like the top 15. Top 15, top 20. Top 15, top 20. I'll put him there. Coach, I don't like how Team Wilder using race in this fight. They use it in the last fight, hooligan music. They use it in the last fight. You know what I mean? They use it in the last fight. Look at Tua, Shannon Briggs, Tommy Morrison, all big punchers. Yeah. Big punchers, big punchers don't always win the fight. Holyfield fought a bunch of big punchers, and he was whooping them. You know what I mean? He know how to roll with, those punches on the inside, smother the shots, and get his shots off. That's very true. We came from a place between India and Pakistan, Romanian gypsies. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So, and Evander Holyfield fought everyone. Yeah, you're right about that, Cash Money. B-Hop started late. He did. Started when he got out of prison. I think he started when he got out of prison. Y'all gonna flying around me. You know what I mean? He started when he got out of prison. All right, guys. So listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody a shout out that I possibly can. So right now, I want to give a shout out to Proud Father. A shout out to AHOIT, Ayotes. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I know I'm butchering it. Shout out to my brother Southside Boxing. Shout out to JH Lethal. Here we go. Shout out to JH Lethal. Shout out to Lil P Green Eyes. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Emilio Hernandez. Shout out to Bat Is Crazy. Shout out to Steel Shelf. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to Ian Desmond. Shout out to Adam M. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells, Carmen Serene. Shout out to my brother Shelton Moore. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to Victor Bada, Southside Boxing. Shout out to Tellum. Shout out to Smith and West. Shout out to Oscar De La Boya. Shout out to the Proud Father. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to Bassith Mia. Shout out to Leymon Seward. Shout out to Chris Kenovi. Chris, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Casnovi. Yeah, Chris Casnovi. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Dragon Leg. Who else we have? Shout out to Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. Shout out to, let's see who else we got. Bernardi. Shout out to my brother Bernardi. Shout out to Adam M. Victor Bada. Shout out to Antonio or Antoine. Shout out to Javis Bickle. Javis Bickle. Shout out to my brother Thomas Vasey. Who else we got? Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Corn Kid. I think that's it. Oh, shout out to Xavier. De Raza. Shout out to La Raza, mi hermano. Es un placer conocerlo, manito. Ya tú sabes eso. Shout out to Oscar De La Boya. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Xavier. Adelante para allá. Es un placer conocerlo, mi hermano. Graham Taylor, shout out to Wizard Sleeve, shout out to Paul CX, shout out to LR, shout out to Cash Money, shout out to Hooligan Music. I think that's it. Guys. Shout out to G Martinez. Shout out to Jules and Nicholas. Other than that, this is boy Coach Malachi Williams. Shout out to Broke Land Blogger. This is boy Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today, USA Boxing. We will be live again tomorrow, guys, at 3 o'clock. Other than that, this is boy Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today, USA Boxing. Signing out. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.